a.m., Noel. That's when the alert...
Look at our forecast now. If you're just tuning into us, Carson, let's break down the timeline again of when this is starting tomorrow.
7 a.m., Noel. That's when the alert day kicks in, and it is going to be in place for this alert day until 8 o'clock Monday night. This could be a very significant winter storm, obviously. It will be a significant winter storm, but it will also be a very long winter storm. Let me walk you through our updated timeline. There's really no significant changes to the timeline. There are some small adjustments to the snow and ice amounts. I'll show you in a second. We'll start things off tomorrow morning with a band of snow across all of Wake Country. And that snow, right out of the gate, could be heavy at times. We may get a quick couple of inches of snow right off the bat tomorrow morning. There's still a small chance for some ice mixing in our far, far southern communities tomorrow morning, but for the most part, it will start as all snow. It's Sunday afternoon when things start to get really, really dicey. As some warmer air continues to move in above our heads, we see that snow transition from, or to that is, freezing rain or sleet. And it still looks as though the I-64 corridor, including here in Louisville, down towards the Kentucky Parkway, so near E-Town, Bardstown, between Louisville and E-Town. That's the main zone for the most significant amounts of ice. As we get towards Monday morning, colder air moves back in, and that mix, that freezing rain, will shift back to all snow, just like we started. The main significant impact is really going to be with this ice. Once this ice accretes, that's when those tree limbs start to get weighed down. That's also when the power lines start to get weighed down. And obviously, that's when the roads become very, very difficult to drive. We have at least a half inch of ice in our forecast, especially right here in Louisville. When you get a half inch of ice, that adds 500 pounds to those power lines, and that's why power outages will be such a concern as we see that icing tomorrow afternoon and evening. Let me get you outside this evening. That's the live view from our Jeffersonville SkyTrack camera. Hey, at least we had all the sunshine today, right? But you can see behind the skyscrapers, those clouds are starting to move in. Those clouds are a precursor to that winter storm that arrives tomorrow. It was a chilly sunshine, of course. We hit 35 today. That's it. Despite the clouds moving in, it's going to be another cold night. Many of us falling into the upper teens and low 20s. Here in Louisville, we'll call that forecast high of 24. Let's walk you through our rain, or snow, and ice chances as we go through Sunday and into early Monday. Notice how quickly those snow chances ramp up past 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Once we get past noon, that's when that changeover will take place from snow to freezing rain for most of us, sleet for some. That wintry mix and freezing rain will continue through the entire afternoon into the evening, and we're becoming more confident that we'll get some drier air in here after midnight Sunday night, which would be a big help as far as limiting more extensive ice accretion. Here we go with Futurecast. 9:30 in the morning, mostly all snow, maybe some ice down in Grayson, Hart, and Adair County. You see that freezing rain continues to push northward as we go through the day. Notice how the I-64 corridor for much of the afternoon tomorrow stays in that mix, stays in that freezing rain. That's why the most significant ice amounts will fall along I-64, including here in Louisville. So after a little break in the precipitation Sunday evening after midnight, we'll get another dose of snow that moves in on Monday. We could see upwards of a half inch to maybe 1 inch of ice for areas right along I-64, including here in Louisville. Lower amounts of ice to the north, lower amounts of ice to the south. As far as our snow forecast, we'll see significant amounts of snow across southern Indiana. Could see over a foot of snow in Bedford and Seymour, maybe 6 to 8 inches of snow here in Louisville. Stay tuned on all of our platforms. We'll continue to adjust those amounts over the next few hours. Big story, once the storm moves out, Noel, it gets cold with highs in the teens and lows in the single digits.
All right, definitely stay tuned. Thank you, Carson.